I mentioned in a previous post, I think it was 2 weeks ago now, that I made a order to Sophie and Toffee and it arrived today. I've only cut the tape, so have a look inside and show what I got. So I got this as it was a 20% off sale and I wanted to get a couple of new pieces, so I've got let's see, pearlescent shimmer pigment powder. God, I can't even talk today. And so if the angle is absolutely horrendous, all of my equipment and stands are unfortunately in a room I cannot access at this time due to unforeseen circumstances. This is, I think this is either a black or a grey pigment that I bought. Assume because it's coming through the car it's black. So that'll be fun to try, especially since I got a couple of new moulds as well. So I have, one way around, a dragon scale mould. And this is, I'm hoping to start a very medieval-like project and wanted to do it pretty much Targaryen themed, so I thought try that. I know, I think it's gone out of trend right now, but a lot of people are doing these pyramids right now. I have absolutely never done something like that because it requires lots and lots of layering, but I thought I would try it out. So that will be in the next batch, as I don't have it with me because it's again downstairs. Found my box of mica powders, so I can do that. So that will be a nothing. And yes, the last mould is this one, which is crystal ice, it says, and is just well, it's mostly for pendants, or as it says, ice crystals for crowns. Probably I'll be using that for. So that's that. See if it has any English instructions. No, it's just pictures. Yeah, it says there, it says reusable mould. So from what I understand from the instructions I saw, yeah, well, the pictures luckily tell you what to do. So you put in 80-degree water till it's soft, and you can then turn it into a mould. And the idea is you can reuse it over and over again. As I don't think I will include photos of it in this post. I attempted a silicone mould using just silicone and it did not work. I planned on recording the process and the entire thing was, I think I just used the wrong silicone, because the idea was you put it in warm water with soap and knead it, and it's meant to essentially stop becoming sticky after the video I used said 10 minutes. 20 minutes of kneading a ball that was not even a handful, probably a third of a handful, and it still was sticky. It tore through the gloves I was using and got stuck to my hand, and I ended up having to spend 40 minutes with, I think it was baking powder and soapy water to get the silicone off my hands. And it was just, like I said, a nightmare. And the moulds themselves while they did pick up a lot of detail, because they were just so sticky, they did not want to be even and flat, and it just was not in any way, I don't think, usable, unless it's going to be used instantly with like a UV resin, in which case possible. But for the epoxy resin, that is what I use 90-95% of the time, it would have just poured out because the mould was not flat and even. So I think I would have to just find something else, or bite the bullet and spend the money to get proper moulding compounds. But that'll be a future. Let's put it next in. Let's see what these ones are called. Plum Blossom Bezel Hair Sticks. So, and they are a pack of 3, and here's, as it says, I set my light. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't realise my phone stopped recording. So luckily it was only for a minute or 2. The next item was this. I actually got it out of the pack. The bezel, again, these are, here we go, Plum Blossom Flowers. These are silver bezel sticks, and as I said, well, probably from the few Sophies I have my hair down for, but when I am just in the house doing anything really that isn't, well, going out, even when I'm going out these days, because of masks, it's just easier to have my hair out the way. I've spent, well, probably 95% of my life right now plaits, buns, and occasionally a ponytail for my hair, as it's just out of the way and easy. I have really gotten used to that, but I still want something decorational, so I've started making a lot of hair sticks and combs and things like that I can just do a simple hairdo that doesn't take long, because I am really bad at doing my hair in anything fancy, but it's just something that I can make my hair look more fancy with. So that's that. With these, like I said, sticks, and I have two packs too, so 4 of these sticks. And then the last, oh no, I thought I only had bezels left. I don't, I've forgotten. Right, these are Sakura Flowers themed metal. So they are just, that's a bits of metal. These are, I don't actually know what they're meant to be used for. They are, I think it's a pack of 3 in here. The main thing I bought them for was probably to go with my hair sticks, to be at the end of the tassels or any hair combs and make stuff like that, because they are such a thin, delicate piece of metal. I don't think I'd be able to use them for a necklace or something. Right, so the other stuff is bezels, except this. This is the, they call them embellishment, and it's the, I think these are meant to be used mostly in shaker charms, but I don't make shaker charms, so these will probably be glued onto pendants, or when I'm making a pendant, used in the pendant, like moulding process. So I haven't yet completely decided, but I was going to buy these last time, which was the first time I've ever made an order, because it's the second time I've ordered from Sophie and Toffee, but I didn't, so I got them this time. And then the last thing, yep, these are different bezels. So we have round pendants, and that is, I'm sure that I'm not used to trying to do all this one-handed. Oh, one sec. Okay, back now. Okay, yep. So this is 3, 5 of these, and they all, yep, they're all the same. So the idea is these are bezels, so I can either fill them with resin or just use them with well, I've now got very thin jewellery wire I could use to attach beads and other such items to make them fancier. And then, as with Sophie and Toffee being very, well, not very, but having a lot of Disney exclusive items, why did that bag open? I have had these before, but I think I've got one. Oh yeah, I've got one sec. Oh. Right here. And that is that one here. But I think this was the first time I'd ever used bezels, so I was not the best with them. And this was actually, even though it's got a giant hole right here and there, and well, you can see where I had the holes and the problems. These were, well, very easy to use, even though I did not have anything right with them. I poured and spilled and they still came out right, so that was the show that they can do very easily. So we have, what is it, Alice, I think, yeah, that's Ariel, Jasmine and Rapunzel. And I thought I had Jasmine here as well, but I do not. But that was good for that. And the last is another pack. Princess Mad Hatter it says on the packing. Okay. These are the they're pretty much the princess dresses, so I can never actually read what I think is meant to be the writing, but a lot of them you can just tell, like, that's Jasmine because of the costume. This one, I don't actually know. No, I don't actually know what this one is meant to be. I know, it did have the hat for the Mad Hatter. And that one is from, I guess, Snow White. Yes, Snow White. I can tell the S and the W. So this one, I actually have no idea. So I will have to look that one up. But as I said, this isn't the first time I've ordered from them, and Oh no, wait, it's actually the third order. I also bought the Kingdom Hearts box, which I have over here and have used quite a lot, so I know I will definitely be getting a lot of use out of these. So I will probably have a video up in the next few days of me either doing at least something from this lot, so that'll be fun. And that's that. Okay, so I thought I'd quickly just come, because literally I've just picked it up to try and read proper. Cruella de Vil, which that will actually help, as because of the new Cruella, the film came out. The day it came out, I did actually post a hair clip that I made inspired by the piece. It wasn't actually, well, I won't say good, but it was a quick piece. I literally just strung black, white and red pieces that I had already in my stash together. I didn't actually make anything for it. So this will probably be more in depth. So that will be fun. Thanks.